Welcome back to another edition of Orange and Blue Profiles, where we chat with individuals who are impactful to the soccer culture in Cincinnati. I'm your host, Justin Blair, and in this episode, I have the pleasure of speaking with Lauren Flax. As a senior at Anderson High School, Lauren was honored by the United Soccer Coaches as a 2025 High School All American. Lauren has signed with Liberty University and is playing with Kings Hammers USL-W squad over the summer months. Lauren Flax, welcome to Cincinnati Soccer Talk.
Thank you for inviting me. This is definitely a huge honor and privilege, and I'm very excited to be here.
Oh, the honor and privileges are all ours. I've been chatting it up with people in Cincinnati Soccer Talk. Like, man, like this individual is like incredible. Like her confidence and her play and ability on the ball is really good, and I like couldn't wait to have the opportunity to be able to speak with you.
Well, thank you. It's definitely a huge honor, and I'm really excited to be here.
Lauren, I'd like to start off with Kings Hammer FC. So, how did you get on the squad, and maybe tell me about what that recruitment process was like?
Yeah, so I actually had the privilege of playing under Coach Bronson with the ECNL team. And so while playing under him, he kind of gave me the opportunity to go practice with the USL-W League team. And from there, I kind of started practicing a lot and I was able to break through and play some games. And so that's kind of how that happened.
That's awesome to like be in like kind of like I want to say like in network or
Yeah.
in inter league competition, being able to
Mhm.
just kind of like hop over and maybe leverage those resources or get that ability to
Yeah.
be able to perform against those individuals. That's really awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Kingshammer FC have been having a remarkable season this year, undefeated, top of the table in regards to points per match.
Mhm.
What do you most attribute to the success of this team?
Yeah, I definitely say our consistency in showing up day in and day out and putting in the work, and also just our ability to respond to stress and adversity. I think that within our group, we have a very good mentality of just really putting in the work and showing up day in and day out. And also, like, we have a very talented group of players, so playing alongside each other has been really, really good. And I think we feed off each other, trying to bring out the best. So I think all those little factors are allowing us to be very successful this year.
Yeah, speaking of that, like talented roster, like you come in as probably one of the youngest players on the roster with like yeah, I'm just gonna say it, a loaded high level collegiate talent on that roster. You've been able to make the starting 11 almost from I think believe day one,
Yeah.
and been a key contributor over 90 minutes of most matches. It's kind of a two-part question. What do you think you have shown to the group to earn that confidence? And maybe what has been instrumental in your development with the squad?
So yeah, to your first question, I think for me, just showing up every day, trying to put in the work, and also respond well to feedback because there's still so much that I have to learn. And playing alongside these players that are older than me, it's definitely a good lesson for me on like see what they do and learn from them. But I think my ability to take on the feedback has been really helpful to so that I can play at this level and just playing alongside them has really helped with that. And what's been instrumental in my development, definitely just playing at this super high level alongside really good players is yeah, huge for my development. I think it definitely pushes me to play at a faster level because you have to think and respond to situations much quicker, and that definitely has been very instrumental in that.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I thought was really cool. I was able to go out to the Kings Hamburg Lexington SC match, and watching you with Abby, who is a seasoned veteran, right? She's
Yeah.
24 years old. She played at Ohio University. She's one of the leaders on the squad. you guys seem to have that connection
Mhm.
already. And maybe tell me a little bit about that communication, that aspect of you and Abby.
Yeah, so off the field, her and I, like, talk a lot. We get along really well, and it's kinda cool 'cause, since he's graduated college, she was looking for a team to train with just to get ready for the USL-W league team, and she happened to come to a couple of my practices on the ECNL team. So there we kind of connected and bonded well over. So I think this our ability to really get along well off the field has really helped us to play really well together because we kind of have some good connections and good chemistry there, and so I think that's helped us a lot.
Yeah, that's super awesome. That's awesome that somebody like there's none of those dynamics where, maybe like the veteran or whatever, and it's like you got somebody who's coming in new to the squad and stuff like that. It's really awesome that people have been able to kind of wrap their arms around you, and you've been, like you said, been receptive to the feedback that they're giving
Mhm.
you because so many players on that team play at a high level universities, and you're entering that role in your career, and it's really cool that you have those resources again to pull back on.
Yeah.
All right, Lord, take me back a little bit. Like, when you were a youth, like what was it that maybe got you into soccer? Like, how
Mhm.
did you get involved with soccer?
Yeah, so first off, my mom played soccer pretty much all her life, and she played into her freshman year of college. So she was already a big soccer fan. But for me, I was already doing a bunch of sports. I was doing like basketball, I was doing dance, swimming. And so my mom was like, "You should try out soccer." I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I immediately fell in love with it because I remember my first game, it was on a rec team, I don't know, it was like 4v4, maybe 3v3, and we got crushed, like, 9-1, but I was able to get the 1 goal, and I was so happy about that, and that just kinda gave me, like, "Oh, I really like this," like, and then from that day forward, I just have fell in love with the game.
How old were you at the time?
I was 6 years old when I
6
started
years
playing.
old. That's
Yeah,
awesome. That's so cool. It's like,
yeah.
at 6 years old, like, I don't know if my parents could get me to, like, watch sports or much less play sports at that age. So that's really awesome that you had that, like, um, kind of that drive or that competitiveness,
Yeah.
like, in that match that you were like, "Oh, like, you got the goal, and
Mhm.
now I want more."
Yeah.
So your mom played collegiate or was able to play soccer for quite some time. Like how has she been kind of like a little bit of a role model in that
Oh,
role,
yeah.
that particular aspect, and like what's it been like to have that kind of resource?
Yeah, she's been amazing in my soccer development. I mean, from a young age, she would always be outside, practicing with me, kicking the ball around, teaching me what she knew, and just, yeah, she was a defender, and
Mhm.
she was really, really good. So, me as an attacking player, she always gives me feedback on what defenders try to do and just how like I can be better prepared going up against top players like that. And so yes, she's been amazing. She has definitely a lot of love and support for me, but she also pushes me to be the best that I can be. So
She's
she's been really
still at it with you,
good. Not as
still your
much
number one
anymore,
coach.
but yeah. Now she's kind of when I go train, she sometimes comes along and films my sessions and stuff just so I can post on like Instagram and stuff like that. So
That's awesome. That's super cool.
yeah.
What were some of the youth clubs you participated in? Maybe share a particular experience or memory that you cherish about that time.
Yeah. So I started out at King's Hammerford Club and I played up until I was 12 years old. And then that's when I could try out for the Cincinnati Developmental Academy, which I was actually trying out a year older than what I was. So I just wanted to see if I can make the team play in a really good competitive environment, and I was able to. But so we played like a fall season, and then unfortunately COVID hit. So
Mhm.
we had to do everything like virtually, and it was quite interesting. But the whole league unfortunately shut down. So my team, with it being very new, we kind of um weren't as like gelled together, I guess. So we kind of all went our separate ways. So I decided to go along with some of my friends, and I played on the GA uh or the Cup Academy for the Girls Developmental Academy, and for a
Mhm.
couple of years. And then after I got like committed, I kind of headed back to King's Hammer because it's a bit more local for me. So, and then now I'm playing on the USL-W league team, and we'll be heading off to Liberty here in a couple weeks. So, yeah, that's kind of been my journey with club soccer. I say like a lot of fun memories I've had was just going on road trips with teammates and doing a lot of fun stuff with them. I think one of my favorites was going out to California and going surfing and snorkeling in the ocean with them, and
Oh,
just like
wow.
getting fun experiences like that alongside my best friends. So yeah,
That's super awesome. Those
it's been a blessing.
those can be some of the best memories, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Is there's not a lot of pressure or anything like that. It's just
Mhm.
enjoying your travels and
Yeah.
playing high level soccer. So probably a question that you get a lot. Yeah, what was it like attending one high school, Miami Valley Christian Academy, but also playing at Anderson High School? What were the challenges of those
Mhm.
being like kind of juggling those two schools,
Yeah.
or maybe like what were some of the positives?
So the challenges I guess would say was trying to coordinate like the different schedules from the school. Because sometimes I'd have conflicts with NBCA and Anderson, but and maybe trying to rush home after practice to make it on time. But that was honestly about it. It wasn't really that bad. But I'd say like the Anderson community really embraced me, and they
Mhm.
made me feel as if I was a student at Anderson. So it really wasn't a challenge at all trying to get like acclimated because my whole team just made me feel very welcomed, and which was definitely a huge blessing. Um, and I absolutely love playing for Anderson. I think those are some of my favorite memories ever playing soccer, and it was just fun because I was able to represent my community because I live in Anderson and just play alongside my closest friends, doing well and playing for something bigger than yourself. So it was a lot of fun.
That's super awesome. Do you have any reaction? I know Miami Valley Christian Academy just announced that they will be adding a soccer
Yeah.
team. Do you like it's kind of like oh just like a year after
After.
I leave, but
Yeah.
also like how cool is that? And like I'm sure that you know quite a few people that you went to school
Mhm.
with that would love that opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, I was definitely I love playing for Anderson, so
Mhm.
I actually had a couple, like, club teammates that I used to play with, so I think it was definitely a very good high level competitive. But I think it's really cool that NVCA is starting to get a soccer team, and hopefully down the road, they'll be really good too.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a while to grow that, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of interest in it
Oh,
and
for
stuff,
sure.
but like,
Yeah.
but building some of that continuity and stuff like that, that's starting from scratch. So
Yeah. It takes a
that's
little
gonna be
bit.
interesting. Maybe reflecting a little bit. Can you tell me an experience was like going from like your freshman year to your senior year as becoming like a leader on the team?
Yeah. So, actually, I started playing my junior year.
Okay.
For Anderson because I had with MVCA not having a soccer team, I hadn't really thought about playing high school because, um, it just wasn't really an option for me, but I had a friend from my club team who lived in Anderson and played for Anderson. She's like, "You should really, like, try out and play." I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a try," and with MVCA not having a soccer team, I was able to play for Anderson. So I came my junior year, and I guess coming in as a person that wasn't playing for the school, I was still trying to, like, get used to everything, but then
Mhm.
by senior year, I felt like everyone kinda looked to me as, like, a leader on the team, and, honestly, like, I love it. I love being able to just push my teammates to greatness and, really try to, like, serve them and love them the best I could and also just bring them the best that I could have. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
You your senior year, you were able to score 23 goals. You had 12 assists. Anderson went 18-1. You were honored, like we said from the top, from the United Soccer Coaches as an All American. Um, was there something that may have changed or contributed from your junior year to your senior year that led to that remarkable season for both you and the club?
Yeah, I think for us, not that it wasn't like this the year before, but I think we were all just so close off the field,
Mhm.
and we were just kind of like sisters, so we like gelled well. We had a lot of good chemistry, and so I think that made us really want to work harder for each other on the field, and just yeah, like play for something bigger than our individual selves. We really wanted to go far, and um, yeah, just really play for each other mainly in our community.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that sisterhood kind of showed up there when you were doing your honors at MB
Oh, yeah.
with all of your Anderson teammates showing
Mhm.
up to your signing. What was like that like? I know I saw that you were pretty surprised by
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was I guess as the title of the newsletter is heartwarming. That's pretty much how I describe it. It was just amazing because I was not expecting it at all. Probably you could tell from my expression. But, yeah, it was just I just know that all of them, like, we have each other's back. Like, we're all, like, so genuine with each other and, like, are always there, and that kinda just really showed on the field. Like, we really wanted the best for each other and really wanted to go far, and
That's
yeah.
aw that's super awesome. So on November 14th, you signed with the Liberty Flames
Mhm.
to pursue your higher education, further your soccer career. Like what went into that decision to choose Liberty? And maybe what was like the collegiate recruiting like?
Yeah. So for me, like, obviously, I want a very good competitive soccer environment, but I also value a good Christian culture because I
Mhm.
go to Miami Valley Christian Academy. I wanted a school where I could still be surrounded by like-minded Christians and grow in my faith. So that's what really stood out to me about Liberty because they are also a very, very good soccer team, and I'm able to get the good culture uh, an environment with that. And also, academics are important for me. I hope to study exercise science and be a fitness specialist with that. So those were kind of the three main things I was looking for, and Liberty kind of just checked all the boxes. And also, I don't know if you've seen the campus, but it's gorgeous with the mountains in the background and this.
Oh yeah.
It's as an outdoorsy type person, I like hiking a lot and being outside. So with mountains, I could go hiking anytime. There's just, like, so much to do that and it kinda just fits my personality really well. Um,
Yeah. And being in Virginia, that's not terribly that's not
it's,
too far away.
like, 6, 7 hours depending on
Yeah.
traffic. Yeah, it's like a day's trip, so it's not bad. Yeah, and
Uh
then
Go ahead.
sorry, the recruitment process. So, yeah, I really wanted to go to Liberty from a pretty early age because, like I said, it checked all my boxes, but
Mhm.
with me living kind of farther away, they hadn't really been able to come watch me as much, so I sent them a bunch of film. I was probably emailing them, like, every 2 to 3 weeks just to get on their radar, and, when I believe June 15th, I think that's when we could start talking to colleges, came, I got on a phone call with them, and we started talking a lot, and then, they're like, "Do you wanna come on a visit?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" So I went on a visit and then really started talking and connecting with them, and they were able to come watch me play shortly after I got committed, and yeah, that's pretty much how it worked out for me.
That's really
Yeah,
cool. Well, I definitely think we got a good one. I think that
thank
those
you.
responding to those emails was definitely a great option for Liberty.
Oh, thank you.
So when does the packing and preparation start?
Yeah, so I'm supposed to go down, like, July 7th, but that kind of is up in the air depending on, if we make playoffs for King's Hammer and how
Mhm.
far we go into that, so pretty much July 7th on or after. So I've
Yeah.
been trying to get a lot of stuff from my dorm room and slowly start packing and preparing as best as I can. So
Yeah, that's it's got to be like, um, I remember when I went off to school, that was like tough, like trying to figure out like what all I'm gonna
oh,
bring
yeah.
and preparing and then like you don't really know what college life is like until you're
Mhm.
there. So you're like, I gotta make sure I have this, I gotta make sure I have this, I gotta do
Yeah.
this, that. So that's a just like a really cool thing that I think I'm sure you're really excited to get on to that
Yeah.
chapter of life, but we'll have to let Liberty know that we need you for a few more matches as you progress through the playoffs.
Yeah. Thank you.
On that note, one of the things that I often, whenever I listen to people interview collegiate athletes, is
Mhm.
they don't go too much into the collegiate part of the athlete.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, I saw that you had mentioned that you were doing was it sports science? Is
Exercise
that it?
science.
Exercise
Yeah.
science. Do you like have any particular subjects or maybe subjects that you really like or subjects that you maybe challenge you when you're at school?
Um, I think I'm definitely gifted in more of the sciencey math area. Not
Mhm.
saying I love it, but I think that's kind of how my brain is wired. I'm not the strongest on English and analyzing all this super long text, like, that just goes over my head. Um, yeah, I'm definitely more in the mathematical science realm, I guess you
Yeah.
could say.
Exactly. And like going back to the high school, like how were you able to like kind of balance those like your playing and
Yeah.
your school? Like I know that's a big commitment on both sides.
Yeah, it definitely is, but, I think I wanna kind of contribute, a lot of that to when I was homeschooled, actually. So I
Mhm.
was able to really work on good time management as I was traveling a lot for soccer, doing a lot of the stuff in the car. So I was able to kind of build, like, good habits while, doing, like, online school and stuff, and then in high school, I kind of just, uh, carried on the same traits, so, yeah, I definitely try to squeeze in any time to do homework on, like, road trips for soccer or come home after a practice, make sure I'm staying on top of all my deadlines and everything, and I think another thing is just when I'm at school, trying to get all my schoolwork done then, so I can come home and actually just focus on the things I wanna focus on. So,
Yeah. That,
mainly
that's
just being smart with my time.
That's a good strategy to have.
Yeah.
Like, I know on the road trips and stuff like that, I often wonder, like, how collegiate athletes are gonna get it all done because it's like
Yeah.
they have the midweek match and then the Saturday match, and it's like, that's a lot going on, but
Yeah, it
it's
is.
great that you've been able to develop and kind of hone in on that time management skills because it's really gonna help you out when
Yeah.
you get off to college. So we've kind of talked a little bit about school, and we've talked a little bit about your athletic career. Maybe fill us in what Lauren's like outside of all that. Do you have like particular interests that you enjoy? Is there well, maybe what's a favorite activity that you and friends or family like to participate in?
Yeah. So, I think overall I'm a pretty simple, quiet person. I'm not one who loves to go out all the time, but
Mhm.
I love spending time with my family and my boyfriend and just doing things with them. Like, I like going playing pickleball with my family or going outside for walks, going hiking, just mainly spending out time outside when I can. Also, as a Christian, I love spending time in God's word and being
Mhm.
around my church, serving the people there, and just being involved in activities like that. Um, yeah, so I also like sometimes when I have time to draw and do, like, art, I think it's pretty fun to do that, so those are just
That's
some things
awesome.
that I like to do.
Yeah, we all have those things. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, "Well, her hobby is soccer." It's like, but there's so much more
Yeah.
to Lauren that's not just soccer or going to school and stuff like that. So, thank you so much for sharing that with
Yeah, of
us.
course.
And then lastly, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, what are you hoping to accomplish in soccer classroom and in life?
Yeah, I hope that I can play professionally. That's always been a childhood dream of mine to be able to play at the highest level, and so hopefully that'll be the case in 5 years or so. And then with my major, I hope to be a personal trainer, which I actually am a personal trainer now for kids in soccer. So I like
Wow.
training them. And I just love it. I love being able to teach the game of soccer, and it definitely makes me um, appreciate it because when you're training, especially little kids, they just want to have fun and they
Mhm.
just like enjoy it so much. And I'm like, oh, that's what it's about. So, and I learned so much while teaching them, and yeah, just kind of uh, building like a future, maybe being married, and just yeah, getting started on a good life. So that's kind of my goals in the next 5 years or so.
Well, definitely we won't wait 5 years to check in on you about that, but
Yeah,
we definitely look forward to you building that life and continuing
yeah,
all the things that you're passionate about. So, Lauren, thank you so
of
much for your
course.
time today. Um, uh, we, uh, we cannot thank you enough for being able to carve out a little bit of your time to
Yeah,
share
absolutely.
your story with all of the soccer area in Cincinnati of you as an individual and you as a player. So again,
Yeah,
thank you so much.
of course. And I want to thank you for investing this time into me, and it's
Oh
been
no,
definitely an honor, and I appreciate it.
pleasure is all mine. I promise you.
Well,
All
thank
right.
you.
Well, that does it for this episode of Orange and Blue Profiles. Again, I would like to thank Lauren, and we'll hope to see you guys on the next one.